They're going to move Boulevard Pierrefonds and Saint John. They're going to move all the store there. They're going to move the bridge. They're going to move everything. They're going to move all the people that get flooded on the Quebec. They're going to move all the bizarre. They got a lot of money.
For residents living in picturesque waterfront communities, global warming is getting too close for comfort. On the weekend, Premier François Legault repeated an announcement made earlier this year by Public Security Minister Geneviève Guilbeault that compensation will be maxed at $100,000 per household, but that the government will buy residents out to a maximum of $200,000 if they give up their floodplain residence.
In some ways, it's good news. I mean, 2 years ago, we had flooding in basically the same places, and we weren't talking about these things publicly. Now the politicians are. So it's certainly a step in the right direction. I think I'd prefer to see a mandatory program.
But not everyone agrees that people should be forced from their riverside homes.
For us at the City of Montreal, we're thinking about how can we make sure that some neighborhoods, for example, are more resilient towards flooding.
Plante and other municipal politicians are concerned that forcing people from their homes will destroy neighborhoods, further isolating people who are already isolated when water levels rise. But they agree there is a need for more discussion and a longer-term plan. And while sympathy for flood victims is always strong during a crisis, McGillivray says more and more taxpayers want government to take a different approach. And some residents are starting to agree.
As far as I'm concerned, if I recuperate what I have put, I am okay. I am not going to try to make money on the government.
Public Security Minister Geneviève Guilbeault toured the Beauce region on Tuesday, meeting with local mayors and promising a more in-depth consultation on the future of flood zones after the waters have receded. Gloria Enriquez, Global News, Montreal.